What's up, bros? We're back, and you are looking at the all-new 2024 Model S Plaid Edition. This car looks absolutely amazing. It is in ultra red with the 19-inch Tempest wheels and the brand new performance plaid seats. She is gorgeous. Picked it up yesterday in San Diego. Drove it all the way up to the Bay Area. And it looks good. Poppy needed a new toy. They are slowly draining the Texan out of me. I still have the truck, but I sold the dirt bike and I just wasn't using it. Running a few mods already. I put an R8 Radar Detector in it from Uniden. A couple of cosmetic things, including the yoke, which I really like. Get inside here, it's a little less windy. I really like the yoke. Some people are not fans of it. I would just say, like with any Tesla, including this or the Cybertruck or any new feature, like don't let your first impressions be your only impression. Chances are once you get your hands on it, you start to drive it, you might have a different impression than when you first started. So I'm open to that, and I am enjoying the first impression anyway with the yoke, so it doesn't matter. If you don't know how to drive, I guess maybe, and you don't want to learn, I guess maybe the yoke is the problem. But for me, no issues. So far, just gym stuff, lots of space. Hear the radar detector going off every time. Felt looks good, no issues. Big trunk space, it's all lined. It's not like the 3s or the Ys where it's like plastic inside. I did notice when I took delivery that there were some issues. I'll just point out one. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting here, but the finish of this trim piece goes from like glossy to like a matte, and actually down the paint as well. So I think something must have got hot right here and definitely messed with it. I also noticed that the wheel well the fender here was just popping out a little bit. I do like that they have the PPF built in already on the flared rear wheel well. I've got some mud flaps to get installed. yeah, that was one thing. I also noticed that there were these little bites taken out of the hood seal, and there's one here and there's one over here on the other side. So if you're taking delivery, try to get out of the light, it's right there. If you're taking delivery of a Tesla, look for these little seal bites. That is an issue. And then I also noticed this rubber piece here was just sort of flipping out. It looks like it tucked in pretty easy, but that was an issue. And documented the rear seal. This was kind of coming out a little bit. And then I even documented stuff that, you know, maybe it doesn't look like it's an issue or a defect, but like this is all new material, this denim look in here. And if you look at it from the side, you can see it's kind of fuzzy. It's got like a lot of fray coming off of it, especially over in the front. Maybe I can take you to the other side and show you a little better view. Yeah, no, you need some better lighting, but carbon spoiler. What else about this thing? I got appointment to do PPF to the whole front end. That's gonna be $2,500. And then also to tint the windows. That will not be cheap. And then I got some like panel covers that go right here to protect the back window. Believe it or not, my buddy does auto glass, and he says it's actually going to be cheaper to replace this window or front window than to replace this little quarter panel glass. Reason because it's just sealed in there, and you got to dig the seal and the glue out and do all that. So I would rather have them those guys break something like this than even break the quarter panel glass. Or the back glass. I'm sure that's pretty expensive too. So one little tip for you guys, just for people who live in California or live in a state where it's not legal to have, you know, certain tint. Most of them just require you to do a fix-it ticket sign off. So you have to remove your tint, go get it signed off, and then come back and go to the court, and an officer will look at it. Rather than do that, if you guys have any tips to share, feel free to share them. But rather than do that, what I always do is I buy a second set of windows, front windows in particular, because those are the ones that you can't have dark tint on. I buy a second set of windows, and it's actually easier to, again, take off the door panel and swap the whole glass for your fix-it ticket than it is to peel the tint off, pay to have it retinted. So pay, you know, $250, $300 per window, and have a backup set of windows that you can just pop in if you need to go get a sign off. I did it like 6 times when I lived in California before. So pro tip there. And if it works for you or you got any other ideas, let me know in the comments. Yeah, so that's going to be one upgrade. It's going to be the tint, the PPF. I did order a front lip for it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it because my driveway is so low, has such a steep hill to it that it's really hard to get the car in, even on the highest suspension setting. So I need to figure that out too. I'll make a video about that so you can see exactly how close it is to the ground. Just the front when it pulls down the hill into the garage. You know, it's really steep. So anyway, I also wondered before I got the car if these trim panels were going to be carbon fiber or if they were going to be black. They're black. The wheels look really good. I guess I could show you that. I'll show you in another video, but the whole hubcap pops off, and there's some pretty nice looking wheels underneath there. They don't get as good a range. I think you're going to lose like 8 to 10% range if you take off the hubcaps, but it's an option you have if you just want to look like a total G, you know, like most of us. So anyway, what else do you guys want to know about this car? If you're wondering if I'm still going to have the bike, yes, I'm still going to have the bike. Yes, I'm still going to post bike content, but I realize like the only way to get bike content at this point is to ride, and it's just real time consuming. It interrupts the joy of riding in a lot of ways. And I've done a lot of how-to videos and install videos and customizing parts on the bike, but the bike is like as fully customized as it gets. So I just wanted a different project, something else to work on, some other type of content. And every time I'm out on the road, there's only one car that poses a threat, and it's always the Plaid. So we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into with this. Hopefully not too much. But if you're wondering where we are, this is Cañada. No, this is College of San Mateo, and we are overlooking some rich ass houses up here in Hillsboro, but also like the whole Bay Area. It's kind of a hazy day. Maybe you can see San Francisco way out there. You got Oakland, who cares about that, across the bay. You got the San Mateo Bridge. We live over in this area. And yeah, if you're ever in this area, you want to ride or you want to drive, hit me up. If you're new to the channel, again, a lot of Tesla content going to be coming. BMW and motorcycling content already out there, also going to be coming. Like the videos, subscribe them. If you've got Tesla questions or you want to experience this with me, just drop a comment and subscribe. Some things don't change, as always. Later, bros.